We're Lauren and Scott, and we are cycling 10,000 kilometres across Europe. Starting in Greece, the plan is to cycle to the west coast of Ireland. Passing through 15 countries, we cycle through some of the most magical landscapes Europe has to offer. So join us on our first ever bike tour as we learn to navigate the European cycling networks, encounter all weather conditions, and overindulge in our favourite baked goods.
Mine's so crunchy.
In this episode, we have some R&R off the bikes in the form of a beautiful day's hike. We have some more issues with Lauren's crank, and we spend a full day riding in the rain. Can't win them all. Welcome to Austria, baby! Welcome to our 8th country this trip, the lovely Austria. In the last episode, we were having issues with Lauren's crank, or the part that attaches your pedals. We managed to get down from the Brenner Pass and get to a bike store where they tightened the screws and the crank itself. So we were flying down this beautiful valley, and it was lovely weather.
So we've been riding up and down this valley for the past, 15 kilometres. It's been really good because there's the highway, and then there's a secondary highway underneath it, and then there's another road, and then we're over like in the mountains. So there's not much traffic, but we have surrounding views of mountains behind us to the side and of Innsbruck, and we can see the trucks piled up at the tollway and after it. So we're glad we're over here. It's been good tucked away from everyone else. We're only about 10 kilometres from our campsite. Not sure if it's up or down to get there, but we're just about to turn off the Munich Venice route to head there through the forest, I think.
Guten Morgen from the mountains of Innsbruck. So we headed into Innsbruck yesterday and we had one of the best days we have had out. We loved that city, and you're just going to have to take our word for it because we didn't film any of it. It was a really warm day. There's lots of runners in town because of the World Championship trail running competition that's on here at the moment. And so the city was busy and there was just lots going on, and it was absolutely wonderful. Innsbruck, if you're thinking about coming to Innsbruck, come, because it's great.
If you're an outdoors person.
Yeah. So today we're on a hike.
I'm hiking up to Schartenkogel.
Schartenkugel.
I believe that's how you pronounce it, which is like 2,400 metres high, and it's approximately, maybe 10 kilometres. We started at elevation 969
in Rin,
where our campsite basically is. So it's 1,500 metres of climbing on like a forest road though. It's like really.
It's not
rocky,
technical.
bushy track, you know?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
We're just in the forest at the moment, which is nice because it's another hot day. And we're just trudging up the forest road. A lot of hikers out today. It's a Saturday. So here we go.
So we see our campsite down there, I reckon.
This is at 1,400 metres. Almost past most of the mountains in Tassie. We're not even halfway there. It almost seems like we're above the trees and then we're almost at the top. But we are only 6 k's in and at 1667 metres. I almost feel like we're on level with it. I think they're all 3,000 peaks though. What's for lunch?
Got some bread, and bananas and Nutella. So
Nutella sandwich.
Nutella sandwich with banana.
Still on our way to the snow. We're very inexperienced when it comes to snow, so we're going to see how far up we can get. Our friends did it yesterday, and they said that sometimes they'd fall into holes that were like knee deep. So, also the sky behind me, very blue. Sky behind the mountain, very grey. I'm happy with the view that I have right now. We can see Innsbruck like perfectly too. It's been a really lovely hike actually, until it started raining. Kind of lost the track now that I'm going down. But you can see more of the Snowy Mountain now behind me. So our friends came up here yesterday and there was marmots. I didn't even know there was an animal until this morning. We really wanted to see some. They were on the ski run, so maybe they don't like the rain. We were going to try and go down a different way then we came up. But I think we have to repeat what we've done for a little while first. So we'll see you on the bottom. Right, we're at just over 1,000 meters now, so we're almost at the bottom. Gonna go to the supermarket and get some meat for the barbie tonight, and you'll find us in the campground for the rest of the afternoon, hopefully soaking in the sun and it's not raining, otherwise resting up these legs. Back to civilization, and
Can't wait to
so
sit down.
close to sitting down. Gotta get a soda water and some dinner. Guten Morgen from day 60 something. Now it has been a full 48 hours since we picked up the camera, or 24 hours. We ended up having a day off yesterday. Day to ourselves. Has been a few weeks, maybe even longer, since we've actually had a full day of not doing anything at all. We just did a few odd jobs, cleaned some slug goo off the tent, some bird poo off some panniers, fixed a few pegs, cleaned the bikes, just really rested up. Our legs were really sore from that hike. Hiking and biking is definitely different activities. Today, Scott's joined together a few bike paths to get us back to the Munich to Venice route from Camping Judenstein. So that was a bit of an adventure, some slippery gravel tracks, some muddy, overgrown, grassy tracks. But we've made it back down and we're now back on the Munich to Venice route. We are leaving this shortly today. We're going on the Mozart cycling towards Salzburg. Has been drizzling all morning, but it's much warmer than it was up at 900 meters, which is where we were camped. It's definitely going to be one of those days where we take these on and off a trillion times. Here's number one though, sun's out. Friends, we're saying goodbye. We're saying goodbye to the Munich to Venice route. Ta-ta. It's actually been awesome.
Been on it since, it is obviously, how long ago?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose we did a bit of Dolomite, which came off the Munich to Venice route, but
Oh yeah, true.
must be 2 weeks.
We're not going back on now.
No.
This is the end.
Yep.
We're taking the Mozart route now. Well, we're not on that yet.
No.
On a different route. But we're just heading towards Salzburg. So it's been fun, but ta-ta.
It's been very flat.
We're smashing Ks.
You should only have to do like 30 or 40 in the Salzburg mode, which would be good.
Yeah.
So we didn't film the whole story of the crank malfunction, as it was beginning to be a bit of a saga and it was hard for us to see a solution. We would have by now already detoured to at least 4 bike shops and tried our hardest at translating the issue. Very annoying.
Wow. This bike stop. Vending machine full of inner tubes. How cool is that? They're only €8. All the tools. This is what I needed the other day. So we just went to the supermarket, went to a Billa for the first time, and it was a very expensive supermarket. Got this tiny little baguette. Actually looks really big in the GoPro. 99 cents. So. Like, look how skinny it is. Anyway, it's just starting to drizzle again, so we've come back to the bike stop, which is undercover. Have some lunch. It's been a wet day today. I don't think it stopped drizzling all day. Anywho's, had a bike issue. My crank loosened again. It was banging away while I was trying to ride. Managed to get 12 k's into a town, and a really nice fellow timed it. Better than the first fellow, I think.
Tighten your bearings and the rubbers and the rings.
Yeah, he tightened everything. The other guy just torqued the actual crank, but this guy had like 10 instruments out. Very nice. Oh, guys, we've been riding in the wet for 6 hours and 3 minutes now. It just seemed to get heavier, didn't it?
Yeah.
We're riding like into the rain. And then we started climbing. We climbed for like 3 kilometers. Thought today was gonna be flat. We've done 99 kilometers, 6 hours, and it's almost 6 o'clock. We just found this really big tree. It's dripping out of my helmet.
It's
to keep
literally,
us dry.
it's not even getting wet.
Yeah, it's like fully dry around the tree.
We're riding into the rain as well, so
Yeah.
yeah, we're just been
Finally getting drenched.
following it.
We're just trying to find somewhere. I was really just trying to find somewhere to stop to have dinner. This is a great spot because it's dry. I don't know if the person owns it. It's like a farmhouse like up this driveway. But there's 2 seats here. Luckily. We've had it for today though, haven't we? We're a bit tired.
Yep.
Looking for somewhere to stop now. Cool. Also, the valleys we've been riding through. Sometimes the clouds like part near the mountains and they're huge. And it would be so beautiful, but it's been really cloudy today. That's okay. We've had some beautiful days. Can't win them all. We're riding along a really busy road. It's got to find the campground that's 7 k's away. We don't know how much it is. We're going to go down and ask.